Good evening, everyone. Myself, Dr. Rishi Vyas from the Other Song Homeopathic Clinic welcomes you all with Dr. Shankaran's clinic in Sampurnam and homeopathic medical publications. It gives immense pleasure to have Dr. Shankaran with us on this World Meditation Day. Before we start the session, a little bit about Dr. Rajan Shankaran. Dr. Rajan Shankaran is an international renowned thinker, teacher, and a writer of homeopathic system of medicine from Mumbai. He has been practicing more than 40 plus years now. Dr. Shankaran's research and extensive clinical practice has led him to much deeper level of understanding of man in health and disease. It has taken him to understand beyond conscious and subconscious levels. That led him to understand more better way. He developed few more techniques in understanding human beings. It's called as wise process, witnessing the inner song experience, which he uses in his homeopathic case taking and also in various health workshops for larger community. He is author of many books which has helped many homeopaths to enhance their practice. To name few elements of homeopathy, sensation and sensation refined. He has also written multiple books for general public, namely Homeopathy for Today's World, Discovering Your Animal, Mineral and Plant Nature. This book helps to understand a little bit about your parallel self. And in a way, it is like an awareness. His recent book called as Dog Yogi Banyan also gives a deep insight about human understanding. The book From Shadow to Light is almost like a guide book for the process of understanding the wise, witnessing the inner sensation experience. His research has led him to understand ragas in much more deeper sense. He himself being a classical singer, he has experimented with various ragas and its effects on human beings. He has almost jotted this entire 50 ragas in a form of app and which works as therapy. People can download from Google Play and Apple application. His latest book, The Manji, The Boatman, it is a novel. It's a wonderful novel which has been gives an idea about almost like a person going through various phases and how gets into deep insights and wisdom. There are a lot of wisdoms in this entire book. It's a must read book for a person who is seeking for a guidance in his life. I would also request Dr. Rajan Shankaran that if he can say something about this book at the end of the session. The journey continues and many more from Dr. Rajan Shankaran to come. We'll not waste much of the time. We'll start with the process, the walk in silence, a meditation with Dr. Rajan Shankaran. Before we start, I request everyone to keep their mobile silent, keep them away from any distraction so that they can enjoy the entire process of next 30-40 minutes with this meditation. Thank you so much. Over to Dr. Shankaran.
Welcome, everybody. Basically, see, most of the time, our vision, our perception is focused outside. What is happening in the family, in the work, in the finances, in the politics. Where are we going for the next restaurant, to the next holiday? How are we going to deal with all the problems of life and what to do, what not to do, what's happening in the stock market? Also, a little bit of what's happening to our health and disease and doctors, and also what's happening to, the way people perceive us. Are we matching up to expectations? Are we performing well? Are we getting enough acknowledgement, appreciation, um, love? Isn't it so? All the time, our mind is focused on what do we need, what are we getting, what are we not getting, what somebody else is doing, what we are liking, what we are not liking in the outside world. This is good, this is not good, and judgments and opinions. And how can he do this? And this is so bad. And also, a lot of thoughts, isn't it? Thoughts about the past. What we did, what we didn't do, what we should have done, what we should not have done, what somebody else did to us. You see, what are we doing right now? Something different. We are doing something different. What we are doing now is looking at ourselves, looking at what's going on inside of us. All of these things which I said, isn't it? So a good way to take full advantage of this session right now is to close your eyes. Because we want to look inside, the eyes are not useful. The eyes look outside, isn't it? So a good idea would be to close your eyes and just use my words to listen to yourself. Because what I say is true for me. It's not your truth. Your truth is what you see, what you observe. So my words are only indications, clues that point in a particular direction. And you have to see what's going on within you. And when you stop looking outside and start looking inside, you then focus on the person to whom all this is happening. You're not focused on what is happening, but to who it is happening. Who is this one? That one is inside, not outside. And when we start to look at what is inside, this is what you find. Thoughts. Thoughts of what? So many thoughts. Thoughts about the past, thoughts about the future, thoughts about the present, plans, ideas, regrets, memories, plans, opinions, concepts, ideas. Just stay with that. Observe, become aware, witness. Let's do it now, not tomorrow, not later, right now. Closing the eyes, looking within. We are in no hurry at all. We have nowhere to go, no goal to achieve. There is no aim, no intention. The aim is not even to find peace of mind or happiness or freedom from stress. Even these are thoughts. I want this, I want that, I want peace. All this wanting, not wanting, I don't want to be unhappy. I have to do this. For a moment, Put away the idea of a goal or an intention or a purpose to doing something. There is no goal, no purpose, no intention. Just becoming aware of what's inside. When you look inside with this kind of attitude, you start to watch your breathing. Breath comes in, there's a little gap, breath goes out. A little gap, breath goes in. In gap, out gap, in gap, out gap. Small gap. Observe the whole phenomena of breathing. Breathe normally, but watch it closely. Put all your attention on the breath, like a scientist observing an experiment. Watch your breath. Which nostril the air goes in, which nostril does it come out? As you put your attention on the breathing, the mind slows down because you are not giving it fuel. Your attention is on the breathing. Keep it on the breathing. Observe any sensations from the body, from your feet, from your seat, from your back, from your hands, head, neck, from your skin, from your mouth, eyes, ears, nose, head. Slowly turn the attention to your mind. Observe thoughts, emotions, memories, plans, imaginations, fears, anxieties, joy, everything inside your mind. Don't give any energy to the thoughts. Don't identify with them. All these thoughts are not you. They come to you and go away from you. They arise and subside. If there are thoughts, observe, witness, let them come and go. Keep your attention on the breathing. Any thoughts, emotions, watch them come and go. They are not you because you do not disappear when a thought disappears. Feel the space inside in which the thoughts arise and subside. If your mind wanders, bring your attention back to breathing. And when you are able to focus, then again witness your thoughts and mind. You might experience that the frequency of the thoughts has gone down. You are seeing more and more silent spaces, just like the sky that is seen behind the clouds. Clouds are your thoughts, emotions, memories, They come and they go. The sky, which holds the space for them, is always there. Try to visualize your thoughts and emotions as passing clouds while you remain as the silent space of the sky. You are now fully focused on yourself and you're seeing your body, you're witnessing the sensations of your body, you're witnessing the breathing, you're witnessing the thoughts, but you are distant, detached, separate from all of this. Even if all this disappears, your body, your thoughts, your memories, emotions, if everything was to go, you would still be there. You will be there as what? That which remains when everything is gone, your name, identity, memory, emotion, future plans, your role in life, your relationships, your achievements. When all this is gone, question is, are you still there? Is there still something remaining which is called I am? If something is still there when all this is gone, what is the quality, the nature of that something? Does it have a name, a form, a birth, a beginning, an ending, a space, a time? Does this have any of these qualities? This you have to find out for yourself. When your thoughts are gone, your identity and name is gone, your memory and future are gone, your bodily experience is gone. Are you still there? And if yes, as what? Just let go. Anything that holds you, you are the space that includes everything, the entire creation, the whole universe. Just be that. Dissolve into that. Meditation is not doing something, it is just discovering who you really are. You are not your body, not your mind, not the thoughts, not emotions, not memory, not your ego, not your worries. All this occurs in space. That space is you. That space has no beginning, no end, no name, no form, no I, no you. There just is. The only thing you can say about it is, it is. There is no difference between it and I. I am is the same as it is. When you become aware of this deeper, larger identity of yours, this imperishable, timeless identity form, then everything else is seen as impermanent, that comes and goes. And you do not get carried away by these things. You are not in the middle of a fast flowing river of thoughts and emotions that just carry you with it, and you have no choice but to go with it. No, no, no. Once you are aware of your deeper truth, you can stand on the shore of the river and watch it flow by without being taken away by it. This awakening, this realization of your true self has absolutely no purpose. If your time has come, it will happen. You are that anyway. Knowing it or not knowing it doesn't make a difference. But when your time has come, something in you will be triggered, and an awakening can happen. Everything will continue as it is. You will continue to have emotions and memories and egoistical needs and opinions and problems. The only difference is all this will be seen a little bit like a dream, and you, as the observer. And so there will be more equanimity, more steadiness. Meditation is not something you do, it's simply an awareness of your true self. your deeper self, of that huge silent space that you are. Slowly orient yourself back to current time and space. What time is it? Where are you? As you orient, slowly your eyes will open. Let them open and experience the same sense of peace and calm with your eyes open as with your eyes closed. If you like, you can write on the chat box how it was for you. And if you have any questions, they are welcome as well. Just mark your message to everyone so that people can read and share experiences and thoughts and questions, etc. So, as a practice, I have a few suggestions for you. I have a few suggestions for you. One is if you go to the website sampurnamhealing.com, if somebody will put that on the chat box. You will find many of my meditations there. There is something called My Spiritual Journey, which you can, it's also a meditation. And then there is a 7-day meditation course, which you can register. It's all for free. So you can just register, and every day you can do a different meditation. I would highly recommend that for you. Secondly, whenever you get time in the day, even 10 minutes, once a day, twice a day, thrice a day, you just sit, close your eyes, focus on the breathing, just observe breath, observe breath, observe breath, and observe thoughts. That's it. 10 minutes, not more. So you can do this as well. And thirdly, as Rishi mentioned, I have recently written a book called Manji the Boatman. If somebody will put that maybe on the chat box. And this book is written for the purpose for which we are meeting today. So I would recommend that you can get this book. It's there on Amazon and all the other platforms. Yeah, the book cover is on the wall. Absolutely. That's the painting from the, yeah, that's the painting from which I took the cover. So have a read, and definitely there may be things that can help you there. So these are my thoughts and suggestions, how you can take it further. So thank you so much for this satsang. We call it satsang. Satsang means to be in the presence of truth. So all of us together, we, invite the company of truth, and we live in the truth for some time, the deeper truth. Life comes and goes. But to be aware, to be awake, that's the calling, that we get sometimes when we say, what's the role of meditation? Somebody asks. Basically, when you realize that the world offers us so much, gives us money and relations and love and care and fame, and it also gives us pain and suffering and disease and death and everything. It offers a variety of experiences, isn't it? And sometimes we feel that our joy lies there. If I get this, if I get that, if I make money, if I become famous, if I get love, if I get a good relationship, I get this, I get that. And we chase these things. But at some point, sooner or later, I hope, the realization comes that it's not there. All this comes and goes. Everything comes and goes. Nothing, you go to the most fantastic restaurant and you eat the most tasty food. 10 minutes later, the taste is gone. And if you eat more of it, you suffer with indigestion. That's what life is about, isn't it? Everything, pleasure and pain, they just come and go, come and go. And when we depend on that, which comes and goes for our joy also comes and goes, isn't it so? So at some point you realize it's not there. This is not going to give us what we really seek. What we really seek is the truth, to know, to be aware, to be complete, and to be content in yourself. That's what we really, all of us want. I saw a video of a very, very rich Indian guy. I think it was some Birla person. I forgot the name. Long ago, I saw on television. And the interviewer asked him, he was one of the richest guys in India. And they asked him, what is it that you really want? And he says, I want to reach a stage in my life where I am happy with nothing, where I am happy having nothing. That's where can you imagine this man who has everything? He says, my dependence on everything for my happiness. This is what I don't want. I want to reach a stage where I'm content, even if I have nothing. Some stage in our life, we want to reach that, isn't it? Isn't it? That's why in the West, while they celebrate Bill Gates as a god, we have saints as our God, Ramana Maharishi or Nisargadatt Maharaj or, Sai Baba, things like that. We put their pictures, not Bill Gates and Warren Buffett and all that. Because we realize that the ultimate peace is not there outside. It's within us. How to find it? By looking inside and realizing that all these thoughts, emotions, aspirations, achievements, they are so transitory, so impermanent, so coming and going. And then when you see that, then you take a distance from it and say, oh, it's all coming and going. Then who am I? And when you keep your attention on not what is happening, but to who it is happening, then you realize that there is no such thing as you. There is only the space in which things come and go. It's like, different movies play on the screen. These movies come and go, the screen remains. You are the screen. And when you start identifying um with that screen, then you find the contentment in yourself. But that's not even the purpose of meditation. The purpose of meditation is there is no purpose. What is the purpose? To know the truth. It's an urge that comes. I want to find out who I am. There is no purpose to it. And that's it. And when your calling comes, when your ghanti, your bell rings, you will say, okay, I have had enough of all the fun of life. I mean, it's not that you'll stop having it, but you're not attached to it anymore. It's not ruling you anymore. Huh? And the peace within reigns supreme. It's not that you will give up everything and go and sit in a cave. No, no. You will be in the world having pleasure and pain, but you know that you are not that. And they will affect you less and less and less. And you will remain in your own stability. In the Bhagavad Gita, Arjuna asked Krishna, Sthita pragyasya ka bhasha samadhistasya keshavaha Sthitidi kim vibhasheta virajeta vajreta kim. He says, how does a man who has realized, how does he walk, how does he talk, how can we identify him? You know, he's not wearing a special dress or something. In fact, people who wear special dresses are imposters, I can tell you. We know most of them are in prison. So he will look normal, ordinary, you know, like a normal person. But he will be equanimous. Pleasure and pain won't affect him so much, you know. Yes. So Krishna describes all of these things. Yeah. So that is it, isn't it? And somebody is asking, why did you call it a walking meditation? Because you just sat and closed the eyes, you never walked. We just did it for fun. We don't do things out of logic. Yeah. Just that's it. We call it tomorrow, we'll call it sleeping meditation. What difference does it make? Isn't it? So all this are questions of the mind, you know. The mind is asking why this, why that. The idea of meditation is to go beyond these logic and reasoning and intellect and thoughts and knowing, wanting to know and all of that. Just being and being aware. That's it. That's it. Rishi, that's it for today, I think.
Thank you so much, sir.
Yeah, yeah,
Uh,
yeah,
Wonderful and a very nice interaction with everyone. And
yeah.
I think what you have suggested, guided, that will definitely help. And yes, Maji, the boatman.
Somebody is asking me to sing a song, you know.
Yeah,
So I'll sing one. Something occurs to me, so I will sing it.
yes.
Hmm. उठ जाग मुसाफिर भोर भयो अब रैन कहाँ जो सोबत है उठ जाग मुसाफिर भोर भयो अब रैन कहाँ जो तू सोबत है. It means it's already dawn, my friend. Wake up. It's not night anymore. Why are you still sleeping? उठ जाग मुसाफिर भोर भयो अब रैन कहाँ जो सोबत है जो सोबत है वो खोबत है जो जागत है सो पाबत है. The one who remains asleep, he loses it. And the one who wakes up, he gets it. So wake up. उठे जाग मुसाफिर भोर भयो अब रैन कहाँ जो सोबत है जो सोबत है वो खोबत है जो जागत है सो पाबत है उठ जाग मुसाफिर भोर भयो. So thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you for this wonderful opportunity you gave me to meditate with you. And may all beings find peace and happiness.